Hi, Lucinda.
The gamers are here. Darren will meet them at the boulevard. Can you get there?
Yeah, he will take me at least 10 minutes to walk to the boulevard.
I'll let Darren know.
Welcome. Come in. McLaren have closed the boulevard. There's nobody else here apart from you. Enjoy, guys.
It's so much fun to drive your heroes' cars in a virtual world and try and replicate what they've done in the real world. Is never imagined, but we're here.
Enjoy it. You know, this, at the end of the day, this is just subjective. This is a job interview. It's not about the guy that wins competitions during the week. This is about McLaren deciding that you could fit in with their team and you could work with their team together. So just enjoy it and be yourself.
Fit in the Formula One team? No easy fit. But that's exactly why we're here. To choose the next simulator driver for McLaren Formula One team. See that guy over there? That's Bono. Recently he made $200,000 in one evening. How? By beating that guy over there in a virtual race in Las Vegas. Gregor, 5 times world champion.
So are you a Hakkinen man or a Raikkonen man?
Hakkinen. He started when I started watching F1 in the early 90s. So.
Now you tell me, if you were him, would you bring a gamer into your team? To drive the simulator, I would. These are the options. You either choose the next simulator driver from 20 of the finest drivers who failed to make into F1, or pick the best gamer among 10 million guys who already have more simulator hours than Alonso, Stoffel and Button combined.
Well, we got a nice surprise for you coming in here. Let's go and have a look. I think you'll like this. Yeah, see where yours is. This set of overalls here, which you may recognise who this is from, Fernando Alonso. One of you will be swapping your overalls with your name on for the official simulator driver overalls. That is some prize, and only one of you would get to do that. These will be left there just to remind you of what this is all about.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first World's Fastest Gamer competition. Today, 11 of the best gamers in the world will race for the best job in esports. Whoever can convince the coaches will become the simulator driver for the legendary McLaren Formula One team, helping them win championships. From the United Kingdom, in light blue, Harry Jacks and Isaac Price in light green. From France, David Lagarde in pink and Oren Mallet in green. And from Indianapolis, David Hoch in purple. From Mexico, the rookie, Jordi Maldonado in orange. From the Netherlands, Vegas E-Race champion Roy Rees in dark blue. Frank Schottels in yellow. And iRacing qualifier Rudy Van Buren in red. From Finland, 5-time world champion Gregor Hutu in blue. And from Denmark, the surgeon Henrik Drew in magenta. Champion Gregor Hutu with the light blue goes to the inside line. Oh, contact! Gregor in the light
You're probably wondering why we've stopped next to Senna's 91 car, and that's because your first race is going to be Interlagos in Brazil in that car.
And I guess you're wondering how you qualify for this race, yeah? You did it already. Remember the Gear Club lap you did yesterday on the iPad? Yeah? That was your qualifying. What happened in 91, do you know?
91?
Yeah.
The platform for today's race will be iRacing. You will be completing historically a similar scenario to the 1991 Brazilian Grand Prix, where Ayrton Senna famously got stuck in 6th gear just a few laps from the end.
Will we actually be stuck in gear, or are we asked to stay in 6th gear?
Yeah, we have the telemetry, so we can see if anyone's cheated, and there will be penalties awarded, so you will be monitored.
So this was obviously quite a unique challenge that Senna was faced with back in the 90s, but there's always a chance that could happen again today, and we want to see who can cope with that best.
The race is going to be like a real race, so 71 laps, and the setup for the car is the same for everybody. We're going to be upstairs watching you guys. Okay? Good luck.
Mike, from your experience of working with the likes of Fernando and Stoffel, what are you expecting to see in the scenario where they get stuck in gear?
Yeah, I think there's a couple of key things. I think the first thing will be, how they're judging their braking zones. Is, if you're leaving a car in 6th, it's just going to want a push on, whereas you normally get the engine braking as you go down the gears. So that'll be the first step. And then it's lines. The main limitation they're going to find is on exits. I think it's all going to be about the entry and just trying to carry the mid-corner speed.
Right, okay. What we're looking at here is how we can take a gamer and make them a simulator driver. Good luck, guys. Let's go race.
All systems checked, all race cars in position. Let's begin. 2017 World's Fastest Gamer.
3, 2, 1.
Ringo Racing, a good start from the front.
Into the first corner.
Good start from Rudy Van Buren. Hard braking to turn 1. 5-time world champion Gregor Hutu with the light blue on the inside line. Oh no, contact!
Oh, Gregor hit Bono. Bono is out. Oh my God.
Isaac and Green also making contact. Disaster.
Race 1, lap 1, first corner.
Ready to check, Bono. Fortunately, you are out of the race. Repeat.
Out of the race. You will not be able to continue.
I think Bono went totally defensive. It didn't. It's not even close to the apex. No.
I'd say that
kind of brake test.
100% Gregor's fault.
I'd just see it as a racing situation. No further action required.
What a thrilling start. Event favourite Bono is out of the race, too badly damaged. Gregor is back on track. Rudy in the red car against Jordi Maldonado. Rudy has the inside line, overtakes Maldonado into P1 before completing the first lap. After a frantic start, Isaac in lime green has work to do. Henrik Drew in his sights, wheel to wheel into corner 1. Isaac's gonna do it, he does! Gregor Hutu is a 5-time iRacing world champion, but now last. A dreadful start for the Finn.
Hey Gregor, nice to meet you. And you know what, Gregor, I heard we can speak Finnish.
Well, that makes it easier.
Puhutaan suomea koko ajan sitten vaan
Joo.
tässä näin. Terve vaan kaikille. No, I think this our chat is important. I'm interested about you. What I understood, you won 5 times World Championship. And I have won twice.
Mm-hmm.
And the winning it twice was really demanding. But you done it 5 times, man.
Yeah, it gets...
So how do you feel? Do you feel exhausted, or do you feel like I want to win it again, or what's the feeling?
well, recovering from the first lap incident is not always easy to just bring back the calm and consistency.
Sure, I would like to win it again. I mean, but it gets tougher every time, I think. Yeah, as you get older, I think it affects your motivation, how easy it is to find it.
Yeah, you said that word, getting older.
Yes.
We're gonna change that. We're gonna change that.
Gregor starting to recover down the inside of Hendrik. Should be an easy move. Oh no, Frank! He's gone upside down!
Oh, that was a big one.
Frank's just had a massive accident, completely on his own.
So he's the quickest guy. Yeah, was the quickest guy on free practice.
It's a great shame we're not going to be able to see what he can do in the race, because I think he'd have been strong.
Isaac in the lime green, putting Harry Jacks under pressure. Can he do it? Whoa! Down the inside, late on the brakes. Isaac going to take it to the inside.
He's actually just overtaken another person right now.
Isaac's on fire. But Rudy in race 2. Both of them putting fastest sector times down. And Rudy, hold on. No! Isaac's too strong. Grabs the racing line and moves into the lead. An incredible comeback from the back to P1 in 4 laps.
Virtual gaming and playing a computer game, it's a very lonely business. And it's mentally very demanding, very tough. If you try to Formula One, when you sit in a car, you have a crash helmet on, it's very lonely business. You know, you have to all the time find the best out of you. But when you step out of the car, you communicate, you have a team. You know, you need to have right people around you who can advise you. And then you find new elements which motivates you to continue, to keep your hunger inside.
Hutu has found a way to drive round this damage. He goes down the inside of Harry Jacks and is now P4. Still a long way to go to P1, but it is a great comeback.
We're starting to see a good recovery here from Gregor.
And he doesn't make any mistakes.
No, he's very consistent.
When I was racing in Formula One, I started working with a gentleman called Aki Hintsa. And Aki Hintsa started looking more data, analyzing, concentrating on science to know how the driver can be better.
Here comes Hutu, flying in the slipstream and now passes Rudy in the red car up to P2.
And through that kind of program, you stay fit, physically and mentally, and you want to continue, you want to win.
That was 28. What a feat from Gregor Hutu, from last to second, and now closing in on Isaac Price in the green car.
Can I have the last lap times? 3 laps from Gregor against Isaac on the screen.
Price feeling the pressure, and he's got traffic. He's going to have to be so careful lapping his rivals.
Isaac, Gregor's catching.
You're going to have to get your head down and pick up the pace.
Jordi Maldonado in orange really ignoring all those blue flags. Isaac gets caught out and is delayed. Now down the inside, but he's lost loads of time. Gregor is going to take the opportunity and close the gap even further. There's less than a car's length between them.
And if you want to be world champion 6 times, 7 times, 8 times, to win more, that kind of mental, physical coaching, I would prefer to you.
Well, it sounds like we need something like that in the gaming world.
But Gregor, you know what? You're in the right place in the McLaren. That should motivate you.
Yes, and it does.
Gregor in the slipstream to the outside.
Oh, great move.
Is he going to do it? He does.
Well done, boy.
Great job, Gregor.
Siistiä. No niin, ei muuta kuin hanaa.
Samoin.
What an outstanding performance from Gregor from
Right then, gamers, in 10 seconds you will be stuck in the top gear. Repeat, stuck in the top gear. 10, 9,
8, 7, 6,
5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
Every driver is now limited to top gear. Is this the chance for Isaac to hunt down Gregor? This has never been done before in gaming. The car is going to feel so different. How will the best drivers in the world rise up to the challenge? How will they compare to the great Ayrton Senna?
In 91, my heart was just racing. I never forget when Senna was on the uphill slope and the crowd were just, the ground was moving. I was on the edge. Yeah, we all were, but me more than a lot because it was my gearbox. Yeah. I knew he would be trying something, trying to find the gears, but obviously he needed sixth gear because he would be dead on the straight. And then after a few laps, we realised, I think he came on the radio and said, I'm leaving it in sixth. Because if the bits go round, so
they'd destroy the gearbox.
He couldn't chance it. So.
Yeah, okay. So he did well to pick up on that then. And...
Oh, he was smart.
Was it a Senna decision or the team helped him taking?
His decision.
So he thought about if I.
And he had a massive lead.
Sector by sector, Gregor was pulling massive advantage over Isaac here.
The body language says it all. Look how committed and how tense Isaac looks, and look how relaxed Gregor looks.
He's going to wear himself out.
It's a massive difference, isn't it?
Or just look at the steering inputs as well. Yeah, a huge amount more going on with Isaac. And the heart rate of Isaac's, there's almost 30, 40 beats a minute difference.
A modern driver, you might think all he has to do is steer it because the gear change is easy. What they have to do now is, like gamers, they have to be totally familiar with all the multiple systems on the car, that they have options on settings. Back in that day, the driver, no power steering, it was physical.
Now some manual gear shifts, so you need to drive.
You've got to time it right, and a downshifting, you've got to toe and heel because there's no engine blip. So you've got on downshifting, you've got to brake and toe. And if you get it wrong and you round the dog rings, that's one gear you haven't got. It hasn't broken the gear, but it won't stay in. Prost used to finish a race and the gears were like new. Senna was a bit harsher, but still, it's very physical. Now,
it's more a mental stress than physical one.
So they've got to be, it's all the systems on the steering wheel, all the adjustments they're making all the time. And it's got to be instinctive.
Gregor Hutu is pulling 4 seconds a lap here. He's going to win this with about 18 seconds. That is mighty impressive.
Would you lay your body by the table?
Do you remember when he was on the podium and he forced himself to lift the trophy?
Yeah.
Whatever happened to his arm, but he was determined to lift the trophy. Oh, it was tremendous.
Goosebumps.
Yeah, that was.
Checkered flag, what an astonishing race from Gregor Hutu. He wins the very first World's Fastest Gamer Grand Prix in one of the best comebacks we've ever seen in the history of esports.
I'm excited. You know it's on my mind. And the moon disappears.
and overtakes Gregor for P1. At the back, Isaac in the green car, back with Bono Greece. Isaac down the inside of Bono, moves up to 10th position. One of the most talented gamers in the world, with respect to all of his peers. Bono is just not showing the speed in these early laps. The Visa Vegas E-Race champion is now firmly at the back.
This is an amazing place, isn't it? I
Yeah,
can't believe I'm standing here looking at some of these cars.
It is pretty amazing, yeah.
If I just look at the names on the side of the cars there, we've got Hamilton, we've got Lauda, and of course that one, that's got to be one of the favourites there.
Yeah,
the Senna
Senna.
car, unbelievable. So what do you think? Would this be a great place to work, you think?
Yeah, of course, it will be quite amazing. I think it's one of the best teams in Formula 1, so wouldn't be too bad, would it?
You've got to be one of the most famous drivers because you won the Las Vegas event.
Well, probably, yeah, I guess. I mean, it was the biggest event in sim racing so far, so...
I'm a 5 times Formula Sim Racing World Champion. I'm a professional gamer, I guess. And so I'm at my happiest when I'm winning.
For me, winning Vegas was amazing. There's so much at stake, so much tension there. So to get that win there was pretty amazing. This is the trophy that I won in Vegas. It's quite heavy, quite to get home.
What was more important to you, the money or the glory?
The money.
200k.
You're not feeling any pressure yet then?
No, not yet.
No, you're just enjoying the relaxing.
Yeah, exactly. It's an amazing
the
opportunity to
facility.
be here already, so it's
Yeah.
nothing to be worried about.
I think what's interesting about Bono is that he's walked in here with a reputation of being the best, and I think that's almost resonating a little bit in his attitude. I think he needs a slightly more aggressive coaching style.
I agree, and I can do that. Think, okay, I'm a superstar, so I don't need to interact with anyone.
I don't have anything to ask yet, so if I have anything to ask...
You don't think you are here to learn then? If you're there and you have an attitude and you're the best in the world, in your own world...
I don't have an attitude at all, I think.
Yeah, but you don't talk to us.
Because I have nothing to ask, you know.
You have, because you're here to learn. We have more experience
I will ask
than
if I have
you.
something to ask, you know.
The thing is, right now, as we are, I wouldn't choose you.
Yeah, okay.
I wouldn't work with you.
Right.
Because you don't need to work with us, because you know everything.